Let's see if we are online. I think we are online. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Dr. Mix. Today, it's a very special episode because we are going to present to you the Shadow Hills Mastering Compressor, which is something that we like really, really, really very much. Let me see if I can show it to you. That's it in all of its glory. And today with me, as ever, I have Dom.
Hi guys. I don't know where the camera is. Maybe
Yeah,
this one.
yeah.
This
Yeah,
one?
that's the one.
Hi guys.
And Aaron.
Hey.
Cool, great to be here. I am going to first ask. Dom, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm very good. Just came back from Sweden.
All right.
Had a good time at the Scandinavian Music Expo. Pretty good stuff. Some really
Fantastic.
cool stuff there. So some pretty new things, new equipment were launched there. Very good. Very nice.
Okay,
Great show.
that's fantastic. Aaron, how's your week been?
Yeah, all good. Very busy as
Yeah?
always. Loads of mixes going on.
Yeah, as
Loads
always.
and loads.
Loads and
Loads
loads
and
and loads. Okay, I'm glad to see that we're live and everything is happening. And yeah, this is pretty exciting. Well, what can we say about the Shadow Hills? Well, it's a very nice piece of gear.
That's another statement.
That's an understatement. Aaron, do you want to point to the view meters? Yeah. So
Nice demonstration.
yeah. It's pretty cool. We've been enjoying it for quite a while, and we thought of today playing your music through it. But before we do that, I would say, Aaron, if you allow me, I will sit next to Dom, and I will.
I'll allow it.
You will allow it, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Alright.
cool, great. And we'll just quickly go through it and show you how it works and pretty much how it sounds. Okay. All right, so let's do this.
Yes. Come.
Cool. All right. Okay. Hope you can hear me. Right. Have we got
Right.
some drum sounds here?
Now you need
Do
drums.
we ever?
Do we ever? Exactly.
Yeah.
Of course we do.
Okay. Whilst you load up your sounds, I'm just gonna quickly explain how the Shadow Hills mastering compressor works. And so this is the top section. This is the optical compressor, because basically you have two compressors in one. This is the optical section. This is the discrete section. Today I'm going to play a little bit more with the discrete, because that's what we shape, we sculpt the sound with. The optical, it's very good also for vocals, and it's very good to start taming the sound. But I think that the magic actually really happens with the discrete section. So this is the ratio, this is the threshold, this is the attack, this is the release, this is the gain, and we have a sidechain control. So this filters the low end from the detection circuit, and at about 90 hertz, and then you can have the discrete in, out, and in. And what's beautiful about this unit is also that it has three types of transformers, one being nickel and iron and steel. They have slightly different sounds. Now today, well, because we're doing this live streaming thing, then I guess that some of the subtleties will not be appreciated over the Facebook and YouTube.
Yeah,
But we're
Compression.
compression, and all that. But also, we are recording this at 44.1 24-bit, and we're going to upload the audio so that you can appreciate a little bit more the difference. I am going to, this is the hardwire bypass. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kick in the discrete and leave it out for now and let Dom play some drums.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
So just
Okay.
before we start playing, let's explain the setup that we have right here. We are running Cubase, and then we have the chain as an insert effect. So that means that whatever you hear is going to be played in real time and processed in real time as well. So very simple setup. So let's start, I guess.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So this is the sound pure. Now I'm going to kick in the compressor. Let's crank it up a little bit so that you can really feel it. It's pretty amazing. Look at it.
Okay, let's try the snare.
Okay, you know what? Let me go really
That's
massive.
ridiculous.
Try.
That's without. Wow. The
Right.
attack, the crack of the snare is so.
So right now I'm really being I'm using it really severely. But let me show you the attack, yeah? So this is okay. This is with the fastest attack. I mean, can you imagine what this will do to, ambient microphones? All right. All right, let's try and use it to, with a little bit more modest settings. So let's try it like this. Let's try and use the sidechain compressor, and let's remove the low end from the detection
Yeah,
circuit.
maybe for a quicker
Yeah. Let's try it.
rhythm that would work very
Yeah.
well.
Okay, please notice that I'm using this in stereo, not in dual mono, because and that's why I'm only operating on the left side of it, because when you're in stereo mode, it's like you link two things. So I only need to operate this side. So much for mastering compressor. I mean, this is like this you could use on anything. All right. So I think that pretty much explains, right? So we're not gonna go as radical now, as we're going to take your material, the material that you've been so kind to send to us. We got quite a bit of it, so I'm not sure. I think we should go really quick on this one. So just go through
so
them.
that we can listen to as many as possible. It's
Yeah.
impossible to listen to all of them because we had probably like I don't know how many.
It's too many.
40, 50 something.
Yeah, we
pages worth of material.
Yeah, so we had to go a little bit selective, and what we've done
we
is
took them by
we've
whoever came first.
but also the ones that that were like squashed, because I did specifically ask, please don't squash these masters, because we have to pass it through the compressor, because otherwise it doesn't make any sense. So we've removed the ones that were squashed because it wouldn't make sense anyway. But for this, we're gonna switch to Wavelab.
Yep.
Cool, let's do that. So in the meantime, I'm going to select, mastering settings. So I'm gonna go 1.2 to 1, which is a very gentle compression ratio. I'm still gonna leave it to 30 milliseconds attack. Recovery. Well, it's called discrete recover. It's release time. I'm gonna keep it 0.5, maybe 0.25. This is a quarter of a second. And I am going to keep the discrete on. Side chain I'm gonna keep on. And so yeah, we got the first track, which is called Aurum from Miguel Sanchez or Sanchez.
Yes.
Sanchez. All right.
Cool.
So let's listen to the track naked, the way it is.
So let's get a section. I think maybe this one will be a good one.
Do you know? I think it's a bit dark. Maybe you could use the Fat Bastard and crank in a little bit of top end. Yeah. Well. Okay. All right. You know, just basic brightening, and let's kick in the Shadow Hills.
Just for
Fine.
the people that just joined, I see quite a few people that saying about the quality of the audio. Like Claudio said before, we're going to re-upload all the material in high quality WAV format, so you can download them and appreciate the actual sound of the machine.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
I'm gonna try and be a little bit more radical than I would normally, so
Yeah.
that you can hear the difference. And of course, you know, not all the songs will work with the Shadow Hills, but you know, well, that's exactly what we're going to find out tonight.
Cool.
All right,
Let's do
can
it.
you play that song again? All right, so let's match this. Okay, let me do it a little bit more. Yeah, like this. So you can tell that, I mean, it becomes more punchy, but also it gets some kind of more aggressive character, more kind of forward.
I would pay attention to the bass line. It's like all
Yeah.
the mids come out. I think it's a little bit more compact and more. I can hear the notes of the bass a little bit more. I think it adds something to the sound.
Definitely.
And of course, the drums have for me, they have a dramatic change.
I'm gonna try and be even fairer and just level match it even better so that you can appreciate.
You can go less as well, a little bit more, maybe. I don't know.
But you can already
Yeah.
tell that, you know, there's more transient information. And it's got overall more character. Don't you agree?
Oh,
It's great, right?
definitely.
All right. That's super cool. Have we got any question already going? Or
No, not yet.
not yet? Okay.
Cool, let's.
Okay, let's get
should
to
we
the
move
next
to-
one.
that
That's a
worked
pretty
very-
cool song. It's pretty
that
cool. Pretty
worked
relaxed.
Very well on this one. I think.
Yeah.
Let's try. Maybe we should go here. Let's see. Let's find a nice section.
Oh, even though it's right
Maybe-
the real job, and instead I'm point a heartbreaking fuck boy,
Okay.
but that's beyond the point.
Okay.
This is Bogle. Heartbreaking. Well, I cannot say that word. Hot boy, Dr. Mix. Okay, let's play that.
Okay.
A heartbreaking fuck boy, but that's beyond the point. Still, maybe, and how they ride, but not a single dime.
Let's try and crank up a little bit more.
Shakes myself for my self-confidence, and right away you give me one break.
Yeah, it kind of puts all the
Wow.
instruments closer together.
For myself. fuck boy, and lately someone might find a heartbreaking fuck boy, but that's beyond the point.
Actually, you know what? Let me.
Oh yeah, let's remove that equalization. Good point.
And how they
You know what? Let's put a little bit of that back.
Okay.
not a single
Okay.
shade.
Okay. You want to try and put a little bit of bass as well?
Yeah,
a
why
little bit. Oh, you're doing the pull tech trick? Yeah, you can remove the filters down there.
Okay.
This one.
What do you want to do?
Yeah, this ones we can remove.
Okay.
So yeah. Let's listen with and without. Okay. So let's take both of them out. Now. All right.
I hope you can hear this, guys. This right now at the monitors, it makes a huge difference. It makes it immediately sound like a record.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's like the recording. I think could use a little bit of mixing. Also, I'm not sure the the conditions this was recorded at. I know that with mixing we could improve this a lot.
Yeah.
So let's go to the next one, and after the next one, I am gonna leave the command to Aaron, who is much better spoken than me. In any case, okay. Let's not Italian. Okay.
So
The next
the
one.
next one is from it's called Colonization by Low Freak. Low Freak Music. Let's see if I can find any. Yes, this is from Tony Ramos, Spain. Sorry if I'm not right, but that looks very. Yeah, that should be it.
That should be it.
So let's play it.
Okay. Let's remove the EQ, please. Interesting.
Okay, we have a question already. If we could explain the difference between optical and discrete sections.
The optical section. It's about the detection circuit. So basically, the way it works is that the signal gets turned down, lowered in volume based on the threshold that it reaches, and the circuit that's used is an optical. Actually, I will let this to Aaron. So basically, there's a optical coupling. Is that what it's called? Optical.
There's basically a light dependent resistor.
Yeah, There's a light and
Depending on how much light is
exactly. Depending on how much light there is, it hits the compressor more or less. The release is also different.
I mean, if we can parallel it to some very well-known pieces of gear,
Yeah.
that would be
like
an
LA2A, except this is not valve.
Yes, exactly.
The LA2A
But
is valve.
just to give an idea, it's like in easy words, because I mean, not everyone understands all the
In
technical.
fact, this is typical of optical compressors that they tend to be a little bit more gentle. They're not as fast as other compressors. The discrete section is VCA based.
the last 20% of the gain reduction as it comes off
Right.
takes over a second.
Okay, I think you will explain this when you have a microphone. I think it's better. And the discrete section is like a VCA, it's like a SSL, essentially. So it's faster. It's more. It responds a little bit more aggressively. I would say that's the main difference.
I mean, we can demonstrate the difference between the two compressors very easily, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
should we play it?
Okay. Okay, I'm going to go with the optical one, yeah? Let's monitor the amount of optical compression. Oh, sorry. Okay. Okay.
to its knees. Presidential entities, I don't need the media, bitch, please. We need superior choices, different voices. But y'all hoes keep playing the moistest. Came up in the PJs on food stamps and amp to get a kid. Yeah, that's all he wrote.
Versus the discrete.
Watching the world fall to its knees. Presidential entities, I don't need the media, bitch, please. We need superior choices, different voices. But y'all hoes keep playing the moistest. Came up in the PJs on food stamps and amp to get a kid. Yeah, that's all he wrote.
Should we add a little bit of the Fat Bastard?
I think the top end is quite alright actually.
It's
I mean,
rather
maybe
low.
we could brighten up. Oh, look at the low end. Yeah,
That's
we
right.
could try with a little bit more attitude as well.
Watching the world fall to its knees. Presidential entities,
Beautiful.
I don't need the media, bitch, please.
Yeah, this is tube saturation, right?
Voices. But y'all hoes keep
Nice.
playing the
And now let's
moistest.
compress it.
Came up in the PJs on food stamps and amp to get a kid.
I think that the distortion is a bit too much. I think 2 is fine. All right.
Cool.
All right. I will let Aaron take control of the machine.
No.
Right. No. How dare you? Right.
Jerry.
Cool. All right. All yours.
Thank you.
Cool. I will take this question from Alan Brizan. Is that low-end compression the Hills or from the EQ from a Pultec? Well spotted. It's a Pultec style EQ, which is in the Fat Bastards, which is what we're using right now. And cool, amazing. Thank you very much. Thank you, Farid. Who else? Let's see. Let's see. Oh, there are lots of comments. I will let. Do you know what? Let me do this. If you read in the description, you can notice that I've added 3 bonuses today. To celebrate this, I thought of giving a 15% off all orders, or all Dr. Mix orders, and we are going to use the Shadow Hills mastering compressor on your orders, if it sounds good. Otherwise, we're gonna use something else. But yeah, I thought that, you know, if you haven't tried our service yet, today you get a 15% discount just to say thank you for tuning in. And also, I am putting on a 50% discount on our official guide to mixing, which is a Udemy course where we explain everything about the mixing process and what you really want to know when it comes to making your track sound a little bit more professional, yeah? And lastly, we've got the How to Produce House Music Udemy course, and I'm offering there another 15% off. Sorry, another 50% off on that one. And you can see the links. I can see it on Facebook. I'm not sure if I can see it also on YouTube. I'm going to check that out. But in the meantime, I am going to let Dom and Aaron do their thing.
Cool.
So the next track is from Danny James, Don't Hold Me Back. Danny James from the UK. Thanks for sending your track. And is it off now? So we can, let me see.
It is out, yeah.
Out. Everything the Fat Bastard is out.
Mhm.
This is out. Great, let's do it.
That's a cool track.
Should we add some
Okay.
top end to begin with?
Yeah, I think that's a good shout. I was just thinking
Okay.
that.
Okay, that we add the top end with the Fat Bastard, the EQ. Let's see. I think the low end makes it a little bit boomy. Maybe we'll just leave it flat. So
Cool. Let's dig in. Okay, discrete's in. So we're going to have a ratio probably of 2, I'd say, for this. I'd say a faster attack. 10 seconds. 10 milliseconds, rather. Am I monitoring that thing? Yes. Show me, teach me. Ah, missed the third bypass. Thank you, audio.
You're welcome.
So that's with it in. And out. We can dig in a bit more if we want. It's probably a bit too much. So these meters are really clear. You see 2 dB is there. So you can get really good indication. Should we add some opto? So we can merge the optical compression on this side and have the discrete on this side. So we have a small amount of opto just to squeeze the track, and then this side is doing the transient shaping. So if I take it out now, sort of falls apart, feels
Yeah.
less solid.
should we also explain about the meters? What that you can have the option to show both
Yeah.
left and right.
So this side I have set
Exactly.
to optical, and the right-hand side I have set display in the discrete. So that's
Exactly.
the FET-based one, which is a bit
it's
faster.
it's a great setup. You can see both compressors at the same time, or you can see the 2 channels at the same time.
Yeah.
It's really, really nice. So should we go with and without?
Yep. So this is with it out. I'll kick it in now. It's a little bit louder, so I'll just pull it back a bit. And out. It's very loose now. If I push it back in, tightens up, it
So
pushes and
forward.
drives. Yeah.
And just so we can see on Wavelab as well, the with and without in terms of level. So without, are we on? Yes. So you can see, let's check out the meters. So it peaks at -14, and with, it's not like a dramatic
No.
change in volume. So that means that, it actually, well, it works great, and it doesn't, you don't really sacrifice a lot of headroom when you use it, which is great. But it kind of, I don't know how to explain that. It kind of makes things,
It's
Sound
just
more
very well built.
Yeah.
That's how I
Yeah.
explain it.
but it makes everything sound more expensive.
Yeah, the
it-
saturation qualities are really,
it's
really nice.
Really, really
Well,
beautiful.
considering that that
It is
is
expensive.
expensive,
Oh well.
and I
Yes.
should know. So yeah, I mean, it's just very well built, and to me, I always fall back on the musical aspect of it. It kind of feels like this expensive machines where there is a lot of wire. It seems that just for the presence of the transformers and the presence of all of that metal, there is something that happens to the sound, and it feels like the sound slows down in a way, especially if you come from the analog world, from the tape. All these digital machines, they sound really hyper, really fast, really with no mercy. And putting back all this wire and all these transformers, it kind of gives it like a more dense sound. There is a matter of density. So I mean, loudness is not only what you read on the meters; it's also how you perceive it. I don't know what do you think, Dom?
No, absolutely. It really is something special. It's always very hard to quantify or explain what it does and why does it sound so great, and why, for example, it sounds different from a certain plugin. I mean, but it really has a certain kind of magic into it.
Yeah,
doesn't it?
and every compressor also kind of feels the paternity of its of the people who design it. So this is an American piece of machinery, and it sounds it.
Yeah.
And let's not underestimate the joy that is using it, right? So I mean, these huge pots and all these knobs, they just give you a feel that you're under control and you're not struggling, to dial in the sound. You just turn them and you immediately have a sound.
Yeah,
It's
it-
I think that's something very important to talk about, actually. The dials are all, they click. It's
Dented,
very
yeah.
definite. So that's why it's great for mastering.
Can
'cause
you please show it, Aaron?
I can, sure. Like for this one, for example, like each one has a very definite click. It's not, you don't get in between. So when you want to record for a mastering, it's there. It's the exact setting.
There's no
There is
marginal
there's no
error.
in between. There's no, which is I think one of the main differences between mastering gear and not mastering gear. The
Yeah.
ability to recall with sort of very definite settings.
Fantastic. And so we are half an hour into it.
Yes.
Thanks so much for everyone who's watching. Let's see if we can answer some questions. Wait. Okay. Okay, I will get back to it later. I will let you, Dom, play the next track.
Cool. You want to take
Okay.
it?
I've taken it
Cool.
out.
All right. You're gonna take the compressor, I mean? Are
I
you
don't
gonna
understand what you mean.
use
Yeah.
it?
yeah,
Okay,
I'll do
cool,
it.
cool. All right. So the next track is it's called Highway of Love from Joan Cole Burnett. Let me see. Sounds like. See if I have the details. I don't think I have it. But anyway, you know who you are and you know your track, so hopefully you will recognize it. And let's play it. Okay, let me turn off the high end.
So this is without the compressor in. Can you turn the EQ off? Do you want to take the EQ off?
It's off.
Okay, cool. Okay, let's put the compressor in. So now we're just using the discrete, which is the FET-based compressor. So I'd probably go for a slower attack, because it's getting a little bit squashed on that kick drum. I'd probably go for a more hard ratio, because we want this to kick a bit more. So we can really dig into it and bring it back up. Even that sounds pretty nice, and that's like 7 dB of reduction. But yeah, let's go back a little bit. Let's try a 3-to-1 ratio, because I think it's squashing it just a little bit too much. Okay, so that's with it in. With that out. Do you think that's matched? So out.
The difference on the snare is huge.
I think the difference in the body of
Yeah,
the
yeah,
track
yeah,
and
yeah.
the density of it is huge. I'm a little bit surprised that that's gain match, because it sounds so different.
Yeah.
It sounds so much bigger.
Should I add a little bit of saturation? See how it sounds?
Yeah, go for it. Wow.
Okay, you know what? Let's turn off the chain completely.
That's
Turn-
everything
turn-
out.
Okay, I'll turn it off from Wavelab.
Okay. Go for it. So this is everything out.
Listen to the low end.
It's pretty cool, huh?
Okay. So, off.
We can even add the opto circuit in now, because that's currently out. So if I bring that in, on top of it, it's just touching it, just squeezing it a little bit. Falls apart when you take it out.
So again, everything on. Let's go here. Everything on. Off. And as you can see, I mean, we are, yes, we added a little bit of gain, but the thing is, we are still we have lots of headroom to play with, you know, more analog stuff in our chain, or with tape, or of course with our limiter in the end. So it's,
I think
yes.
we should say that this is a mastering compressor.
Yeah,
The goal of mastering is to make things louder.
exactly.
Anyway,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's like, yes, you can be completely purist and say, okay, now I'm going to level match it and make it sound completely the same. But the thing is, well, in the real world, you don't tend
No.
to do that. So
it's about how it can make the volume up for
Yes.
you,
Yeah.
how it can bring it up.
cool.
Do you know what I've actually managed to read the comments from YouTube, and hey, wow, we got lots of comments, and in particular, I've got one from Michael Milmore, who is saying, "I have the Phoenix. Interesting how this compares. How about if we compare it to the Phoenix, since we have it connected today?"
Sure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Maybe on the next track
Maybe
we
on the
can,
next track,
if
yeah.
if the track allows.
Yeah.
Also, let me say a couple of shout outs. I got the SSLG comp, also good to know the difference. Today we don't have that connected, because otherwise we would show you the difference.
And someone has to do the mastering on the other room.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, I mean, we need to do lots of things here. So let me see. What is your favorite beer, Aaron?
My favorite beer.
Yeah.
I like IPA. Currently, I like the Scottish. It's called Harveston.
All right.
Harveston
How about
IPA?
you, Dom?
Oh, I don't have one. I would
You
say
have one.
I like lager, but I also like Guinness. I also
Alright.
like there's like a specialty beer. Yeah. Anyway, let's don't. Let's
I
not
really
touch
thought
on
you'd
that.
get into that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You suddenly
Okay.
drifted away.
I like the Moretti, and I like the Stella, and I like the Peroni.
I also like cider, but real cider.
Yeah.
You know,
But I would trade both of them for
wine.
Prosecco anyway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm a Prosecco guy. Let's see what else. Luca Borgonovo. Hi to you, Ashcom. Can you compare with the plugin? I don't think that today we want to do that, because that is a little bit more boring. Plus, I don't think we have a plugin. We don't own.
It's a
Who-
UAD one.
UAD only.
UAD does it, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
We don't have the UAD. We want to try the UAD at some point, but
I'd like to.
Yeah.
I like it. I mean, I heard it a couple of
The
times.
thing is, all the plugins that the UAD has, we tend to have the hardware.
That's
so
another point. I
it's
mean,
a
if,
little, yeah,
uh,
and they tend to be like a little bit more expensive, but they
Mm.
sound good.
Problem is we need to move stuff between rooms.
Yeah, that's the thing.
that's one
the
of the
problem
problems.
with UAD
Yeah,
for us.
yeah, exactly. So, all right. So we got lots of comments. I cannot reply to all of
I
these
saw
comments.
Ramesh Stodengodo in the chat, who is a fantastic producer down in Wales.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
Well, big shout
big
out
fan
to
of
you.
him.
Oh wow! Great, awesome.
Yay! Hello,
Yay.
we've met.
Oh, we got Mike Collins here. He's a great guitar player, and he had some incredible music back in the 80s. You should check it out. Mike Collins, how you doing? He also is a contributor for our blog. He's a very clever man, very talented man. All right, let's get into
Should
the
we go to
music
the next
and
one?
let's play the next one.
Did you want to use the compressor, Dom? No, you're
I
dying
do
to.
want to use the compressor. Do you want to do it now?
I can take Wavelab if you want, or we can do it after this one.
Let's see how many more we have. We
We have
have
quite a
20
few.
minutes. Do we stop in 20 minutes? Or
Yeah, we usually do 1 hour. I mean, we can do
okay,
like 1
we
hour
do
and
have
5
quite
minutes.
a few.
Yeah.
I think you can take that.
You
come
know
on.
what? Let's
Okay.
let's go fast.
Yeah, yeah,
you
let's
know,
go fast.
Let's go
Cool,
fast.
cool, cool.
All right.
All right, so the next track is called. I mean, I'm not sure if I'm gonna butcher this. Probably.
Just run with
Who's from Mohammed El Gyar from Egypt, and
All right.
let's try it. Let's play it. There you go.
Okay, let's put it in. These meters are so accurate, it's scary. Okay, so without it,
Mm.
just drives a bit more and moves. This is probably not one I'd use the opto for so much. Do you agree?
Yeah, totally.
So I'm
agree.
gonna leave that out.
Should we go a little bit drastic and see what it does when you drive it?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Parallel.
Parallel boy.
You
Check
could
out,
mix the
check
two.
out the meters, guys. Check out how quick they react to the groove.
Look how well it follows the track. It's very impressive. So let's go back to something a little bit more normal.
Okay, that you wouldn't do in a mastering, but you know, just so that you can hear the color of the compressor.
So these are the different transformer types. They have slightly different sounds, slightly different amounts of saturation. It is subtle. I don't think it's going to come across on Facebook. It's worth trying. I can hear that one
Yeah.
for sure. That really works nicely.
Yeah, definitely.
I think the middle one for me. So let's take it out.
That's brilliant.
That's out. I'm going to put it in again. Really changes the drive and makes the track move a lot more.
Great.
Cool. You go to the next track.
Yep.
Let's go to the next track. Let's see if I can. Okay, this is called "If You're Happy." You know it slap your bass. Mohammed Simbawi.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Simba.
Regular
Awesome.
Yay!
Hey, Simba, how you
How's it
doing?
going? Good. So
Good. Let's listen to it.
let's listen to it.
So it's currently out.
Let me add a little bit of gain to
Yeah.
it.
Alright, so I'm going to put the compressor in now. This is probably one I'd use the opto circuit for. So let me take the discrete out. I'll work just with the opto. Can you give me some more gain, please, Dom?
Absolutely.
Do you want to push a little bit more into it? There we go. So if I
You know
take
what I
just
can-
the opto out, oh yeah, you can do it from there as well.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to take the opto out
Mm.
and now back in. Do you feel the
Yep.
warmth in that sort of low mids? That really is good. Okay, let's put the discrete in.
Wow.
Instant impact, right? Wow.
That's really nice.
Okay, the discrete out. So this is just the opto. Now the discrete's in.
Should we add a little bit of EQ as well
Okay.
with the Fat Bastard?
Go for it.
Okay, let's go for some low end first.
So this low end is also going to, this is before the compressor, so this is going to drive harder into the compressor and
Maybe
compress
some
more.
top end as well.
A bit much, yeah, there you go.
So without the EQ and with.
Okay, so I'll take the compressor out now.
Oh, dramatic.
And back in.
I don't know.
Needs
Can
a
you
little
can you
bit
guys hear it from Facebook, YouTube? This is like
In the
extremely-
room when I put it in.
It's
it-
like
wow.
okay.
I really hope this is going across.
And you know what? I think this track is good so that we can try the Shadow Hills and the Thermionic. So maybe
That's a
we
good
can
choice.
go and.
So if I take this out and I'll let you
let's,
set up for
let's
Thermionic.
do the Thermionic.
So this is-
Unfortunately, we don't have a camera on the Thermionic.
we
Yes.
don't, but I can
Sorry.
tell you what Dom's setting up if you would like, or Dom can do that. So Dom's currently got the fastest release in and the slowest attack. He's just touching the meters.
Whoa.
Let me just level match a little bit.
So he's sort of doing about just over 1 dB of compression. which is sort of a very typical mastering settings with a sidechain bass cut in.
Trying to level match everything. So that's
Yeah, a little bit more. There you go.
so with
So that's the Phoenix.
without, and now I basically have level matched it
Yeah.
almost completely. Okay, now let's go Shadow Hills.
Okay, so this is without the Shadow Hills. So with the Shadow Hills
Now
in.
maybe we can level match this one.
Yeah.
Oh.
More.
Shadow Hills
So I'm going to take it out and don't put it in.
and Phoenix. Okay,
It's loud.
now we're a little bit loud. Without the without the Phoenix,
With the Shadow Hills in. We'll switch quickly. 3, 2, 1. So this is the Phoenix. 3, 2, 1. Shadow Hills.
they have a different character.
Well, it's a
Yeah.
completely different sound. Completely.
Do you want to talk about the sound?
Well, yeah. I mean, the
Yes. Okay. Yes. Jeremy says that if we try not to talk when changing the settings, so we'll
Sorry.
try and do that. Cool.
okay.
Cool.
How do we do this?
Yeah, we'll try.
We'll try.
Okay. All right. Well, I think that the Shadow Hills is a little bit more aggressive and attacky, and it feels that it's a little bit. It's more similar to the SSL as a general attitude, except it's a little bit more, is a lot more flexible than the SSL, and the Thermionic Culture Phoenix Mastering Compressor is you get more texture out of it. I think you get a little bit more bottom end, and it's at the same time it's a little bit rounder. It's kind of silkier. Having said that, when you push the Phoenix quite hard, then you start getting some very interesting grit. It's just two different flavors.
And again,
isn't
we're
it?
trying to level match all the time, which is not. It's not natural. you
Yeah.
know? So I mean, when we just turned it on and it gave that girth to the sound, I just wanted to leave it like that.
Well,
Yeah.
exactly, because also the thing is just using the amplifier is part of the sound itself. So level matching is an interesting operation when you want to test, but it's not what happens in real life, because in real life you really want. I mean, some people. I mean, we do it. Some people just use preamps sometimes just to get the sound of the preamp.
It's also
And-
about how you're hitting your converters as well, which is really important for
Of
mastering.
course, it is important. So yeah,
Next track.
Yeah.
next track. Next.
Should I take?
Do you want
this
to
one?
switch?
Yeah. Should we? I think we can. Let's try.
Can we?
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay. In the meantime, I will take this occasion to say hi to Jeremy Fonseca. Thanks
Yeah,
for
so
tuning
fun.
in. Mohammed Simbawe. Perfect timing. Yes, Mohammed, you
All
are.
right. Let's
F6, right?
EDM track.
see. Or
I think we do have
left
some EDM
upper.
track somewhere.
Right, sorry.
We'll see about that. Stefan, thank you. Sounds amazing. I agree. It sounds amazing. Alain Brizan. Alan Brizan. I don't know. Sounds good and gluey. That's pretty
That's
much another very good part of it. You want a mix to sound more together. So like it's like you add a flavor that makes it all sound like one thing. I mean, I know that during the mix you spend so much time trying to make every instrument be heard, and you try to get separation. Well, with the mastering, that's where you do exactly the opposite. You try to get it all back together. So have we done the switch? Yes, you guys look like you have switched.
Yeah, we're
Yes, we
good.
have.
All right, good.
okay.
Okay, so this next track is called It Ain't Right to Freeze by Mark. Oh, I'm going to run at that. Messiniere? I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Let's just play it.
Awesome. Awesome. All right.
Uh-huh.
You just don't
All right. Can I do something before we start? Can I please do
can.
something? Can you please stop the music? Okay. I will just go very close with the microphone and listen to this. Sorry, I wanted to do this for the
Yeah.
entire time of this video. Okay, now we can keep going.
Okay, cool.
All right. Let's see what the optical does. So let's turn it on. Okay. Can I have a little bit more gain?
Okay, yep, sure can.
Just yeah.
Yeah, showing up already.
Cool. Okay, so that's the optical. So just 1 dB, see how much of a difference.
It really squeezes it, doesn't it? In a nice way.
I feel that, you know, like the low end comes together. Now let's try the discrete. So I'm gonna go very gentle in the beginning. So that's very slow attack, fast release. Now I'm gonna go a little bit more drastic and maybe change the attack so that you can see what it does. I'm gonna go flood and see what.
Flood is a 20-to-1 heavy ratio compressor.
So check out this needle right here. So the flood is actually, it might be a very interesting choice for mastering. Not a usual one, that's for sure.
No, it's behaving more like a limiter almost. You're getting towards that territory.
But
With slower settings.
so check out the attack. Now this actually moves with the groove. It's very strange. So I'm trying a few, like a little bit of unusual settings.
Maybe try the third transformer type. This transformer's got a little bit more sub low end.
Let's see what we can do with the kick drum. Yeah. So that's the first transformer. That's the third one. But now let's try some more sensible settings. For some reason, this quick attack sounds very punchy. Okay, without. Next level match. Without.
It's night and day in the room.
Lovely. Let's try both circuits. Now if I drive the optical, the discrete with the optical,
So that's Dom turning up the gain output of the opto circuit into the discrete.
without.
Sounds really nice.
I have no words.
It's incredible, isn't it?
It's
just-
And every setting is usable. That's the beauty of
Yeah,
it. Every
yeah.
setting is pretty usable.
Do you know what? We have a comment from Ninsid, and Ninsid says, "Never use VST for mastering. It will destroy your sound." Now, we need to debunk this straight away. Aaron, can you please explain why Ninsid is wrong?
I actually missed the question. What was it? Can you?
Oh
repeat,
no,
please?
you cannot read it because
read it 'cause
it's
it's
on
on
YouTube. It's on YouTube.
VST, he said.
He says VST. Can you explain
Probably
why
plugins,
the DAW does actually not matter?
The DAW doesn't matter or VST doesn't matter.
Maybe he means plugins.
Yeah,
Oh, that's an interesting one. Do you mean plugins?
I'm not sure what he means, to be honest.
Oh,
It
VST.
sounds like plugins. to
Anyway,
me.
I will take this occasion to debunk one myth that one DAW sounds different than the other. The DAW is just a host. It doesn't make any sense to say that a DAW or a particular system changes the sound. If it does change the sound, it's because of the ergonomics and what it makes you do.
Yeah.
A professional DAW that's well made will not have any sound, because it's just a host. What matters is the files, the music, the digital information, and the A to D DDA.
If, however, he is talking about plugins, I would say that, in my opinion, personally, plugins are very, very good anything in the digital realm is very, very good for taking stuff away from a sound. So if you're cutting with an EQ, you can be very, very surgical, where you can't do that with a lot of analog EQs, for example. Or if you need to take stuff out of a sound with isotope RX, that's something you can't do in the analog realm. That's cleaning up is something very good. The analog realm, however, is great for adding saturation. I think that the characteristics of compressors are still a little bit more superior in the way that they bounce back as compared to most plugins. They're different things. They are both very useful. I
They're
wouldn't
both
discount
great.
one.
They're both. You can do some great mixes, with both
Hmm.
with both plugins and hardware. Of course, if you have both, it's even better
Yeah.
because you have the choice. But yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, plugins have come a long way. Come on.
Very long way.
Oh yeah, I mean absolutely. When we use analog stuff, we tend to use it for enhancement because that's what they do
Mhm.
best. And so let's see. Let's see if there are
Should we go
any.
to the next one in the meantime?
Yeah, let's go to the next
let's-
one. Let's see if we have any more questions here. Not that I can see. All right. Yeah, let's proceed.
Okay,
let's do
this
the next
one is called Magic Mike and is also apparently from Magic Mike, so that's interesting. Let's play this.
Sinyamazi, nisikize kwa makini kamzazi. Neno lazima litembee, shetani akikamnimteme.
Aaron, will you add a little bit of low end?
You'd like some low end? Sure can.
Nice. I think that was craving
Yeah.
low end.
So if I take that out very quickly,
So now Aaron is adding low end with the
the Thermionic Fat Bastard.
Fat Bastard.
So that's with it in.
Okay, let's see. I'm not sure if I would go for the optical for this one, but let's try it.
Sinyamazi, nisikize kwa makini kamzazi. Neno lazima litembee, shetani akikamnimteme. Kwa Yesu niko fresh, niko aire. Lazima nimshow, Lord you've been good to me.
Actually, sounds good.
Lord you've been good to me.
Had some nice weight to it.
Yeah, and also the mid-range comes out a little bit more, I think, the vocals. Let's try the discrete now. Let's go with
Nasikia kwenye kichwa, kwenye magoti, kwenye tumbo limejaa, nasikia kwa kifua. Sinyamazi, nisikize kwa makini kamzazi. Neno lazima litembee, kikamnimteme.
I mean, I always love doing this. It's just you feel the machine, right?
Lord, you've been awesome. Lord, you've been good to me. And I will tell the world, Lord, you've been good to me.
All right, let's see without.
Lord, you've been good to me.
Just level bash a little bit more.
Nasikia kwenye kichwa, kwenye magoti, kwenye tumbo limejaa, nasikia kwa kifua. Sinyamazi,
And now let's try with and without the sidechain.
Neno lazima litembee, shetani akikamnimteme. Kwa Yesu niko fresh, niko aire. Lazima nimshow.
The sidechain, I mean, we already explained, but basically what it does in a track like this is it allows the kick drum and the low end to breathe and not kind of squash everything whenever the kick drum hits.
It just
So-
takes it out of the detector circuit for the compressor, not of the
Exactly.
actual signal.
And that's
it's being
around 90.
90 hertz.
90
I believe,
hertz,
as a
okay.
On
roller.
the Shadow Hills.
Yeah.
So let's go on and off.
Okay.
Kwenye miguu ili neno lazima litembee, nasikia kwenye kichwa. Sinyamazi, nisikize kwa makini kama mzazi. Hey! Neno lazima litembee, shetani akikam nimtemee.
I mean, it's like here you're dancing,
Yeah.
Lazima nimshow.
here you're not.
Good to me. Loud
It's like flat. When now it's like it has it enhances the groove. I mean, that's the beauty of it. It enhances the musical qualities of the song. It's incredible what it does.
It's
Um,
fantastic.
Nice.
I think we're running out of time, to be honest, and
Oh, no.
so
Oh,
yeah,
no.
I know.
One more.
I will say this. Let's do like 3 more. Yeah,
Okay.
let's do 3 more, and then we are going to say
Okay.
goodbye to
We'll be
everybody.
quick.
Let me just remind you that well, I have posted. If you look at the description of this streaming, you have 3 codes. One is a 15% discount off all orders on Dr. Mix, where we're going to use the equipment that you just saw, and the code is SHMC, like Shadow Hills Mastering Compressor, SHMC 15. That gives you, for just 3 days, a 15% discount. And also, we're offering 50% discount on the Udemy courses. One is about of mixing, and the other one is about producing house music. And having said that, I will hand it back to you. Let's do 3 more, and then we're gonna close this
Okay.
down.
I'll do one more, and the rest, the 2 last, I'm gonna leave to Aaron.
Okay, if you'd like.
Okay.
We don't have any more questions. People are just enjoying listening to this then.
I guess so.
Okay, fair enough.
Cool.
Oh, sorry, I
Oh.
should introduce this. This is Be Together by Tony Nugent, I believe.
Alright.
Like that.
Ooh.
Cool track.
We have no EQ, right?
We do. We'll take it out, all remembered.
I think this has enough low end.
Yeah.
Okay, let's add the. I mean, just turning it on, even with the 2 circuits off, it kind of does something to the sound. I can hear something.
Yeah.
Anyway,
saturation
so
stuff.
let's go for the optical. On.
Maybe you want to put the sidechain in for this one. Sidechain, sing.
Again, I think it gives it a little bit of girth. All right, let's try the discrete on its own. Maybe a slower attack release for this one, because the low end, the bass notes take a little bit longer to tail off. Let me try something drastic. Again, the sidechain off, on. I kind of like what it does with the sidechain off this time.
It
though.
makes a big difference on
makes
this
it,
track.
it makes it a
really
little
big
bit
difference.
tighter. I mean, I don't know about you guys. It sounds to me like when I have it on, the bass kind of feels a little bit disconnected, but when you have it off, everything is like. Okay, so without and with.
Whoa.
Out. Out. And now let's try with the optical in.
Whoa, that made a difference.
Now let's go off.
Okay.
Okay, level match.
That's huge.
And with the side chain on,
Even bigger.
even bigger with the bass.
It's much more compact without.
Yeah, and it would be, this would make a louder master. This would make a more dynamic master, I think.
Yeah.
So this, we could go way louder with this setting.
Okay, should we go on
That's
to the next
beautiful.
one?
Yeah, let's go to the next one, and I'll let you fly the aircraft.
Which is quite appropriate for this machine.
Yeah.
Yeah, and on the website, everything is about like a military theme.
Spies and
Things.
it's a very cool website if you haven't checked it out. I thought I was on the wrong one for a minute.
Yep. So that
Cool.
was the one that we were playing right now, right?
Yes.
Tony Nguyen.
Yes, that's the one.
Major Lazer, Let's Be Together for Mohammed, who's asking. And let's go to the next one, which is this one. This is from Matthias Ortner, and let's play it. Actually, that's a very short track, so I'm gonna play it from the beginning. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So for this sort of track, I would go for a very low ratio. So currently we're on 2:1, which I think is probably a good choice. Take the opto out and the side chain out as well, I think, for this one. So let's put just the discrete in for this one. I'm going to go for a slower attack. And I think also a slightly slower release. That was the wrong decision. Let's try to take it out. The movement on that is
Yeah.
drastically different. Okay, let's try putting the opto in, just for fun.
Whoa.
Wow,
Oh,
that makes a huge difference. You have the gain right up. That, yeah, I'm not liking what that's doing to it. Squeezing it a little bit too much. I think it needs to breathe a bit more. Let's try the iron circuit, which has got a bit more of a sort of a 100 boost rather than a top end boost. So let's take it out. And then with it in.
Record. One more?
One more, let's do the next one.
more. Cool.
We're trying to get through these pretty quickly, but we're also having too much fun.
So this is from Yere Iberia from London, and that's the track. Let's play it. Off. Everything's off.
Mhm.
Cool.
How many times have I told you no? I don't want you, but you can't let me go. I've said it before.
This is quite nicely controlled already.
Right in your face. So
Probably going to go for a 3-to-1 ratio because it needs just a little bit more.
Maybe the side chain, we can turn it on for this one.
Yep, good point.
Yeah.
I think this is... Don wanted it in.
Yeah. So that we can have this.
I just
mix.
changed it. Backseat mixes.
Everybody
you
wants to touch
can't-
this machine. What's going on?
Okay, let's bring the opto circuit in as well. Okay, I'm going to drive into the discrete and pull back on the discrete gain. Okay, so let's take it out. And then let's put it.
Alive. Should we also try the shadow heels?
Okay, I'll take this out.
Shadow heels.
You mean
You mean the Phoenix?
The Phoenix. Sorry. Yeah. So that's the Phoenix.
Okay, let's switch now.
Okay, we're louder. One more time. We're going to the Phoenix now. One, two, three, four. Shadow heels. Yeah, completely different sound.
Yep.
I think both would work great on this track, to be honest.
Yeah.
You could very easily
This
go with
has a
either.
little bit more low end, I think, and this brings up the vocals.
I
very
really
nicely.
like what that does to the top end. It sort
Yeah.
of adjusts
Yeah,
the
yeah,
balance
yeah,
of the
yeah, yeah.
frequencies.
This
and
makes
it
it
really nice.
very upfront and very poppy.
Mm.
Yeah. I mean, the Phoenix is a gentleman.
Yeah.
He's cool, but don't mess with it because if you give it a lot of action, it will sing like a bird.
Yeah.
It's good. All right. So. My Sharona. All right. On this beautiful note, I am going to say goodbye and thanks for tuning in, everybody. Iro, do you want to say hi to the camera? Because you cannot see her, but she is a big part of this. Iro, she's our video expert, and none of this would be possible without her. So thank you very much.
Thank
and
you.
all right, thank you everybody. I promise we are going to be a little bit more regular with these things, and maybe we could do the same for every bit of equipment that we have. That means that we will stream forever.
I thought you had a plan.
I mean, we do have so many tracks, and we can do a volume 2 next time.
Absolutely. Craig Monroe says, "Give me that 808 T-shirt." I cannot, because this we make him. It's actually Kei Suzuki who works here and brilliant producer who made this for me. It says Sunlight Square. See, wait. Sunlight Square 808 because I like the 808 very much. So thanks for all the shares. Thanks for the love. I'll see you next time. You keep on making great music. Be inspired. If you have health and you have music, you're lucky. So, and we're super lucky. So, greetings, love, and I will see you next time. Bye, Aaron. Bye, Dom.
Cheers,
Bye, guys.
All right. See you later.